top of the entertainment. Welcome to Mr. Chrome's first podcast, and I want to point out, first of all, what Mr. Chrome is and what the word Chrome even means to me. But before I get into that, this podcast is going to cover everything, and I'm not just talking everything. It's going to be everything. What I mean by that is I'm going to cover everything from politics to personal lives. And I only do that because as much as I was like, should I cover politics or should I stay out of that? Ladies and gentlemen, let's just be honest with each other. If you close yourself off to certain things because you just feel like it's not appropriate to talk about, or you don't want to run into anything that might cause what do they call it? Friction? Not friction. What's the word? I forget it. But anything that could cause contention. There we go. I like that word, contention. Yeah. Anything that could possibly cause contention, people like to avoid. In my point of view, I think that's a very ignorant way to live. I think we should embrace the fact that we all have a different opinion on something. And let's just be honest, it is an opinion. Highlight opinion. Bold it, underline it, star it, remember it, live by it. Because everyone knows that opinions are like buttholes. And I gotta say it this way. Opinions are like buttholes. Everyone has one, and they all stink. Remember that before you decide to criticize any of the things I might talk about in my podcast. Back to what Mr. Chrome is. So, the word Chrome itself, I've decided, since a lot of things are being redefined in today's society, all the way from what marriage is to what gender is, I'm going to redefine what Chrome means to me. Not means to me. I already defined it in the first place. Chrome, when you think about it, you picture something shiny. You picture a car with some shiny wheels or something reflective. To me, I think I'm going to take this to a whole new level. Chrome to me is going to mean professional, clean, cut, ready to go. It's like one of those guys you see in a suit. You go, whoa, that's a nice suit, or whoa, that's a nice car, or whoa, that's a pretty girl, or whoa, that's a handsome man. Something that catches your eye. When you think of something that makes you go, whoa, ADD all the way, I think, to me, that should be classified as a Chrome moment. And when I talk about Mr. Chrome, hey, you know what? If something catches your eye, I just go, whoa, it's Chrome. There you go. Now you know what Chrome means to me. And Mr. Chrome eventually would become my brand if I ever ended up making my own brand name. But on top of that, from all the different things I want to cover on my podcast, political, financial, personal, spiritual, I want to cover it all. Because I really want to dive into this and see what I can get from this. But on top of that, how many people would actually tune in and see my perspectives? Like, I've been told I have a lot of interesting perspectives and takes on life. And let me tell you, being married to this redhead, she's even told me, I never thought of it that way. And there's even times where I make her question her own self, like, why do you have to ask all these questions? And I just go, because I'm Mr. Chrome. Not really. I never argue with her. I gave up on that years ago. But so the before I close this up, the other thing I wanted to talk about is the number one thing that I think my podcast could be involved with is the word passion. When I talk about passion, I'm not just talking about what makes you go crazy. I'm talking about why you wake up in the morning. And if you're having a hard time thinking about what makes you passionate, here's a question. What would you do if money and time were no longer an issue? And if you're having a hard time thinking about that, just listen up here for a second. My passion, I have a lot of different things I want to do, but one of my primary things I would love to do every day is dress up in a suit. Every single day, I would love to dress up in a nice suit. I've got like 5 or 6 suits. I lost track of that long ago. But every day that I wake up, I would love to wear a suit. Whether it's my shiny silver suit or my mermaid suit, as my wife calls it, or my rich man suit, as she calls that again. She named every single suit I have. It's the way we keep track of things around here. But if I could do anything I wanted to do, it would involve a suit. I have literally taken naps in a suit. Granted, I don't suggest everyone does that, but I am comfortable enough in a suit. I love wearing suits no matter what I'm doing. Now, before I ramble and bore you, That is the only question that I can think of that could help you think of what you would do if money and time were not an issue. Now, if you're finding this helpful, I would love to know about it. So keep tuning in, and I hope this podcast finds you well. This is Mr. Chrome signing off.